everybody, this is going to be a somewhat quick video. I have an article to read to you. Will Congress create surrogate spies? It's December 11, 2023. It was written. And today is the 12th at 1:22 p.m. Before I get into it, I just want to provide a little evidence that I have a digital recorder that was hanging on a doorknob all the way in back of my house, and it was stolen. My digital recorder that I've had for years was stolen from all the way in back of my house on the doorknob of my bathroom. Yes, so I don't know. They could have stolen some other things as well. But this is what happens here in rural Kentucky, because the criminals that come in and out of my house, these are private contractors. They're paid for hire: criminal murderers, rapists, and thieves. Compliments of your tax dollars. Yes, they target innocent people. Now, I posted a link to a video, Steve Leto's Law. In the last video I posted last night when I read Global Thuggery. Okay, when I read part 3 of Global Thuggery last night, in the description section, okay, I provided a reference for the book and the link to Steve Leto. It is a letter that the Sheriff's Association wrote in favor of civil asset forfeiture. It is disgusting, but these criminals, they will think of nothing, no stone unturned, to steal money from you and me and everybody else. I highly recommend you go to the description section of my book, Part 3, Global Thuggery, and see that URL. There's also a URL there for Freedom Voice Online, Morgellons disease and nanotechnology. He provides extraordinary evidence of it on his own physical body. BJ investigates that she found Britney Spears' money in the conservatorship. And she is a lawyer. She's got a legal degree, so she would know how to research these things. So guess what, folks? The zombies are the gang stalkers. The gang stalkers are the zombies. They want to control your mind and steal your soul. So yes, they stole my digital recorder. I guess they wanted to steal whatever evidence was on there, but I transfer everything from my digital recorder anyway, which means I have duplicates everywhere. And besides the fact that a lot of times I'll send them online. So my digital recorder was stolen. Somebody had to walk through, first of all, trespass my property. Okay, so they had to walk or around the property. They had to walk through my gate to my front door, which is about 500 feet. They had to walk in through my front door, through my living room, go all the way to the back of the house to my bathroom, and steal my digital recorder hanging on a doorknob. Okay? That's what they did. Will Congress create surrogate spies? This is from the Vigilant News Network, December 11, 2023. And they always add like a headline prayer. I prayed. Father, we pray against the potential violation of our privacy. Give our representatives wisdom and encourage them to vote for our privacy and constitutional rights. So now here's the update, Tuesday, December 12, 2023, which is today. The House Republican leadership pulled 2 bills reforming the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act. This is FISA, folks. They pulled it from the floor as Speaker Mike Johnson, Republican for Louisiana, faced backlash for allowing 2 bills to be introduced on the surveillance law. There are 35 comments that people have left. Then Republican Thomas Massie of Kentucky, a member of the House Rules Committee, confirmed to the Washington Examiner late Monday evening, that was last night, that neither of the bills reforming Section 702 would come to the floor for a vote this week. And it says, this is from Just the News. This bill, heading to the House floor soon, would have drastic far-reaching implications on our privacy. Now is the time for urgent prayer. From Vigilant News Network. Buried in the House Intelligence Committee Section 702 reform quote-unquote bill, which is scheduled for a floor vote as soon as tomorrow, that's today, 12/12/2023, is the biggest expansion of surveillance inside the United States since the Patriot Act, warned Elizabeth Goitein in a viral and disturbing X thread, meaning Twitter. The House Intelligence Committee's FISA reform bill, known as the FRRA, is set to significantly expand the scope of entities required to assist FISA 702 surveillance. This expansion is due to a change in the definition of electronic communication service providers, ECSPs, potentially implicating a wider range of businesses and individuals in surveillance activities. Critically, the bill could allow the government warrantless access to nearly any communication system in America. And I'm going to tell you what that means. That means your emails, your television, your smartphone, right? Your smartphone. It could be anything smart in your house. Could be your refrigerator, could be your freezer, right? It could be your washer, your dryer, could be your hair dryer, could be anything. And guess what else it could be? It's obviously going to be your Ring camera. Any of you guys have Ring cameras? Well, Amazon already has a deal with all the cops in the USA. They can confiscate any of that footage at any time. And in fact, they zoom in on their own. They will delete whatever footage they don't want you to see. They can go into any security camera with Wi-Fi. Because what this does is it will go into your Wi-Fi provider, right? So Goitein stated that under the proposed bill, entities with access to communication transmitting equipment like Wi-Fi routers in hotels, libraries, coffee shops, coffee shops like Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, Panera, that forced to serve as surrogate spies. They would be forced. I don't know what forced means. That probably means that they would be fined. Otherwise, they could be forced to serve as surrogate spies. She stated that this is not a theoretical concern, but a significant issue, as even FISA court amici have publicly cautioned against this provision. Buried in the Intelligence Committee Section 702 reform bill, though it may seem innocuous, it might be an innocuous change to the definition of the electronic service communication provider. The bill vastly expands the universe of the U.S. businesses that can be conscripted to aid the government in conducting surveillance. I'll read that again. The bill vastly expands the universe of the United States businesses that can be conscripted to aid the government in conducting surveillance. Under Section 504 of the House Intelligence Committee's bill, any entity that has access to equipment, quote unquote, on which communications may be transmitted or stored, such as an ordinary router, is fair game. What does this mean in practice? It's simple. Hotels, libraries, coffee shops, and other places that offer Wi-Fi to their customers could be forced to serve as surrogate spies. They could be required to configure their systems to ensure that they can provide the government access to entire streams of communications. This isn't a minor or theoretical concern. we would be foolish to ignore it. Okay? So that is what is going on behind the scenes. While everybody's worrying, everybody's concerned about who we're going to vote for, about the war over there, the war over there, the war over here. This is what's going on behind the scenes, folks. By the end of this year, this bill will have been voted upon. FISA 702, which is the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act. It was originally only supposed to provide information on foreign threats. But what it has done now is, let's say there is a foreign threat, okay? A potential or possible, maybe we don't even know if they are. But let's say you receive an email that you did not request the information from somebody out of the blue that is a foreigner, and you open it. You are now linked to that person. It could be somebody that you have friended on Facebook. It could be somebody you friended on Facebook years ago. You forgot about them or whatever, but you are now linked to that foreign person that lives in another country that they may label a T threat. Right? Or what about all of the immigrants that have moved to the United States? I don't mean just recently. I mean in previous years. Let's say you're friends with or in a relationship with somebody who is of a different ethnic background, and perhaps his family moved from another country here, and you're friends with them. Oh, are you linked to a foreign potential T threat? This is overreaching. This allows them to go into your smartphone, your laptop, your iPad, anything that is linked up to Wi-Fi, every one of your digital cameras, your cameras that are linked up to Wi-Fi, your Ring camera, your doorbells, right? Your router, everything. So I just wanted to put that out there in case anybody was on a writing campaign and you wanted to write to a senator, a governor, or whatever. Actually, you need to write to Congress. And the prayer is, Father, we pray against this potential violation of our privacy. Give our representatives the wisdom and encourage them to vote for our privacy and constitutional rights. This is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading. Please hit the thumbs up and share this information. I will post a link to the article so that you can share the article. And I look forward to your questions and comments down below.